Hey everybody, I want to welcome you to the Patch and Pray Garage. I've been, well, a little bit of history about me. I've been a diesel mechanic for the last 13 years. I'm now going to be kind of out here working on my own stuff. I like to use the old equipment and stuff like that to really give it a new life, prove that it's still able to be used and functional. Uh, as this channel is called, Patch and Pray Garage, that's what we're going to be doing a lot of. My background of equipment repair, that's what I'm mainly going to focus on this. I've been bit by the bug of old tractors and equipment and stuff like that. Varying states of repair, disrepair, depending on how you want to look at it. This one, for instance, there's 2,000, 2,500 of them made, so not the most common thing you're going to run across. I'm going to give you kind of a walk around, kind of look at some of the stuff I've got in progress. I'll kind of give you a walk around and show you some of the things that are coming up in the near future here, at least. The main things I'm going to focus on is the repair process itself. I've got some old tractors and stuff like that hasn't ran in quite a few years. We're going to see if we can get those running again. Go over exactly what it takes to get one running again, failed on them, and what has caused that failure as opposed to just fixing it. With my background in the repair side of things, I've got the knowledge base that I can actually explain how things are working, what to look for, how they need to be repaired versus how we can patch them. So without further ado, let's take a trip. This is going to be our first stop. You see here, this is a 1956 small Super AV. As far as serial numbers that are registered, this is the highest serial number Super AV that's registered. So that being said, it is possible that this is the last one built. It's in pretty decent shape. I actually bought it for my wife for her Valentine's gift, so I guess technically this is my wife's tractor, but I think I like it a little more than she does. This one's up there on the list fairly high. It's going to get a full restoration. We're going to go through every nut and bolt on this thing. It's going to become new again. Got good rubber on it. They're kind of cracking a little bit, but overall still in good shape. Engine runs good. When it's running, it smokes just a little bit, so we're probably just going to go ahead and overhaul the engine on this one too. So we're going to do it upright. It's going to get an automotive paint finish on it that is just perfect. Show quality restoration is what this one's going to be. Really looking forward to getting this one started. It's been on my list of ones to do for quite a while, and I'm excited to have a really nice, somewhat unique show tractor for this area. Tucked away back here in the barn, have a Farmall Super H. This was a first year production of the Super H. Is 54, I believe. I bought this one 3 or 4 years ago. I just got done brush hogging with this one, and it runs great. I've been fighting some issues with it. It kept spitting out push rods, and been playing, well, we've been having a lot of trouble with the float in the carburetor on this one. These was pretty notorious for the float sticking in them. There's very little room between the float and the bowl of the carburetor down here. So I guess we're going to go back into that one. It's got an older restoration on it. New decal set put on it. Got brand new Firestones on the front, excuse me. I'd actually bought this tractor only for the tires. I was going to part it out, but I like the thing too much. The guy I bought it from, he was there to help me load it up. He said he went through the entire front end on it. Brand new bearings, seals, everything on the front end's new. It's really tight. You can run road gear on this thing, don't get no wobbles, nothing. I mean, it's a very nice driving tractor. And then if you look, come around here, look down at the clutch pedal and the little diamonds on it, you can see that there's very little wear on them. That tells me that this is a fairly low hour tractor. Grabbing on the shifter, it's real tight. There's no slop in it or nothing. Steering's nice and tight. So I don't believe this one's been ran very much. He told me it had, I want to say it was a corn picker mounted on it. So if that was the case, it was probably only ran, I mean, just a few hours each year, or a few days probably, picking corn. This has the nice silver cloth seat on it. The drawbar does show a fair amount of wear. I think when I paint it up, we'll weld all this back up and re-drill the hole for the hitch pin. The fuel tank's got some rust in it. He had put a liner in it and had the tank repainted, and it's got rusty again, and it's got a dent over here on this side. So I think the plan's probably going to be to replace that tank. Once I get that done, I've got one or two small oil leaks underneath it, and then this is going to get its paint job. So it's just right there. I'm being ready to paint. That's going to be an easy enough job. That's probably going to be done here fairly soon also. This next one we're walking up on here is a Case SC. It has a 2-row mounted corn planter on it. I believe this planter was made by Lister. It has the Case seed buckets on it. The way this would work is you'd dump your seed down in the bucket here. You got a drive chain, and there'd be another one that comes back here that runs off your axle. So as you're running, this spins, turns that chain, and then it turns your plates. The seed will fall down in those little grooves on the plate, drop down into this hole from up underneath there. Follow the seed chute down. This comes down into the dirt, opens up where your seed's going to fall, and then these two wheels come in behind and close that back up. That's how that plants. Back here on the back, it's hooked up to the 2-point arms. So when you raise these 2-point arms up, it pushes a clutch up there where that chain is, and that's what engages and disengages your planter. We've got a show coming up here in 2 months that's featuring Case. So I plan on taking this tractor over there. Before that, I have a hydraulic leak right here at the arm to engage and disengage the pump for the 2-point lift. I just put new plug wires on it. That's helped it out. It's running a lot better now. I don't know if I need to do something to get the rust off of them and to get them preserved. I have a chain idler, or tensioner, I guess, that's supposed to mount on here that I need to make a new one of. So we're going to chuck up a piece of metal on the lathe out there and make a new one of those. I'll take you guys along for that. And all in all, this thing runs really good. Switch it up to guard tractors. I got a handful of guard tractors and lawnmowers and stuff like that too. This is a 74 Sears SS14. It's got a 14 horse Briggs on it. I actually used to mow my yard with this one. This old gal runs pretty good. I'm having trouble getting it started. I have to shoot some ether in it to get it to start. So I think we need to clean up the carburetor on it a little bit. And I need to get a fuel cap that fits it right. The one I had rusted and I need a new one. So it's good and functioning good again. I've got the dozer blade for it, the 3-point blade, and also have a couple of discs and a couple little plows. See some bigger projects out here. This one's kind of a, I guess, a teaser project, you could call it. I'm gonna hone my video and editing skills, all that stuff a little bit more before I get started on this guy. This is gonna be my pride and joy right here. This is a 36 International 2.5 ton truck. I think I have all the pieces out here to put this together. It's probably gonna be full-wheel drive. It's gonna stay a dually. The rest of the powertrain is gonna be different. It's gonna be a sweet ride. It's gonna essentially be the cabs coming off of it getting reused, and the rest of it's going in the scrap pile. We're gonna build all of it new. So I'm super excited about this one. This is gonna be a big project. I guess you could call it a resto mod. I don't really know what you'd call it, but the only other teaser I want to give on this one is it's going to burn green fuel. Get up here, we got Farmall F12 and the remnants of a Farmall F12 parked right over here. With this one here's got mounted cultivators on it, so that's why I kept it. So the idea behind these two is this more complete one is going to be combined with the tour part one. I'm going to move these cultivators to this one, and I've got a set of steel wheels that's going to go on this guy also. It's going to get painted up and parked up there in front of the house as just decoration, lawn ornament. I hate to do that, but on one hand I'm saving it from the scrap man, and on the other hand it's done for. And there's been water in the manifold. It's all the water elbow going into the block. The radiator inlet, that's all been frozen, busted. It's junk. There's nothing really to salvage on this thing. That's a good candidate for decoration. So it saves it from the scrap man. It's in good shape, so I bought it. There's the one of the steel front wheels that's going on that F12. The steel rear wheels are sitting over, well, leaned over against another project over there. We'll get there. I guess you'd call a sucker for things that are old and cool, unique. Something that checks the cool and unique box, and I guess old, is Cushman holsters. I have acquired 7, just like any sane person should have. I think this one and this one I'll probably get running again. This guy is just parts. I've already robbed a few off of it. And this guy, it's up in the air. It's kind of borderline whether it's worth fixing or just parting it out too. So we'll see. There's nothing wrong with getting by with old things. I don't know. I'm just carrying on at this point, but I like the old stuff. Back when times were, I guess you could call them simpler. I was smoothing out my garden. I'd put some dirt on it, and I had a tire blowout on me, so I gotta get some tires for this thing. I've got some more work I need to do with it. So I had looked around at this, and the whole engine's been broke off the bell housing before, and they've welded it back up. That's a pretty neat repair. And then here where it was broke, they put a strap on here and bolted it on to clamp it together where there was no material left. And I've also noticed I've got a big crack right where the main tube of the frame connects to the, so I've got to get that welded up and a hole drilled in the bottom of that before it freezes again. But otherwise, that's a pretty good running old machine. This guy, I bought it because the price was right. It needs the engine overhauled. It's got terrible blow by. I think it's got probably no rings left. You have to pick your foot up, move it back in order to hit the clutch, and that's hard on the knees. It's not comfortable, so I just really don't like this thing. I don't know. It's a Massey Ferguson 65 diesel. It's in okay shape. The front end's pretty tired. It needs some new bearings and stuff. Grill's a little rough, but all in all, it really just needs an engine overhaul. I think the fuel system's getting kind of nasty now. You guys will have to leave in the comments whether you think I should fix this one or if we're just going to park this out and cut our losses on it. We'll put the tires on the backhoe or something. Okay, I got my last two to wrap this up. It's a Farmall Super C. It ran 7, maybe 8 years ago. I bought it. It was probably going to end up headed to the scrap yard if I didn't buy it. I've got the carburetor off of it. I've been in the process of rebuilding it. The fuel tank, I want to say, was real rusty on this one, so we either need to clean that out or get a new replacement for it. So we'll mess with that one again here. It's a John Deere Unstyled A, and I'm sure you can tell there's a little something missing down here. I tried to fire it up and there was so much rust between the manifold and the head that the gas is just pouring out of it. Pulled the head off of it and found some other problems. I've got a few little video pieces of it here and there fixing that head. So I'll get that put together in a video when we go putting this one back together. So we're going to be putting this together within the next few weeks. This is one of the models that use the Fairbanks Morris mag, a little less common. So I guess that'll pretty well wrap this video up. After walking around through here, that I left out a couple of them. We'll fill that in on a couple other videos. So I got some other projects in the works, but we'll just kind of focus on this stuff for now. I guess I'll just end this video with sometimes all you need is a patch and sometimes a prayer. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.